Hey folks, Kathy here, back from Madcap Toys. You're back in the Christmas cottage. I know, we're not back in the toy barn. Why aren't we back in the toy barn, Darren?
Well, we haven't got our items.
The SanDisk adapters still haven't arrived. They were supposed to have arrived on Friday, and now on eBay it says that they are arriving late, but still in transit to the next facility. You know, the things that you need the most, right? So we are recording this on a Tuesday. So right now y'all are watching a random video Darren put on because we needed to do something, right? So we're still waiting on the SanDisk for those two videos that we had back then. So I said, we've got to get some footage out for our Madcap Toys fans and people. And so Darren's like, yeah, we got to. Because you know why, guys? We have had orders just like you. So during Thanksgiving Day, Black Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we had some orders. So I didn't want to give that up and just say, you know, we'll just kind of call it, right? I wanted to make sure each and every person, gets, you get to see what we sold and so forth. So we're going to probably split this up in the next couple of days because we had a lot of sales, 23 in those 4 or 5 days from eBay alone. Madcap Toys are the godfather. And then I had a few on Madcap Toys Plus. We also had sales on Poshmark and Mercari. And then currently today, and you guys probably won't see these yet, but we had 5 on eBay. We had 2 on Poshmark and 1 on Mercari. Nothing on Madcap Toys Plus today, but we've had some in the past. So I wanted to make sure that we kind of back up to where we were on the last video that you guys saw on the what sold and make sure that you are seeing what we have done. So before we begin, if you haven't already, what are you doing? Subscribe to the Madcap Toys family. We want you to be a part of us. Also, make sure you hit that bell for all notifications because each and every time we upload content, of course, you're going to be the first to know. And comments, you know we love them, so just keep them coming. Right, Darren?
Yeah.
You were going to say something, so come on.
Well, no. I'll just stay over here.
He'll just not. He's too busy cooking hot dogs.
Yes,
Sorry,
I'm cooking
guys.
hot dogs. I'm not going to let them boil over.
He doesn't want to let them boil over. Okay, go ahead.
But
with the heater coming on,
we are trying to keep up, so it may be a little bit more hectic on the video schedule.
Might.
We're going to put on probably a few more what we are getting in videos and things, because a lot of videos we're getting. A lot of people say we need this item as of tomorrow. Now a lot of that fellow sellers using us as distributors, but we're trying to get them out as quick as we can for the holidays and for people's holiday parties and what have you. So things may be a little different till January.
Right, we're going to do what we can, but I'm going to do my very best to make sure, because my insurance busy season ends by this weekend, thank goodness, so I can spend more time at Madcap Toys doing what we need to do and making sure we get all of our Christmas rush out and so forth. But it's been very good so far, a lot better than I perceived back in October, so I'm very thankful for that. But yeah, we've been hustling. We had some bad weather in the last couple of days where it involves ice and snow on our driveways. So we didn't know if we would be able to get out in the element today after how frigid cold it was. But it worked out well, and we were able to get all of the items out that we needed to ship out at that moment.
Well, because we did a little scraping, we didn't actually leave the house till 10:30.
It's a little later.
And also for people that are buying, we do drop off the packages, but we can't guarantee because our post offices are getting a little busier in this area. Busier. Not everything may get scanned the day they get it.
True.
So keep that in
True.
mind.
We're trying our best, and our post office people, if you're watching, you guys have been doing so fantastic, and thank you. But yeah, it's been
99% of the time they do, but there may be a lot of overflow.
Okay, and then update too, you guys. Remember I had talked about an eBay item that I did not receive, and I paid nearly $100 out for. Good news. So what had happened, I'll kind of catch you up in a very quick way. This guy kept putting in a tracking number, but it was a bogus tracking number. It was so funny. You'd think he'd get away with putting in a tracking number that was to an item that was delivered way back in September. Well, guess what, guys? I ordered this item in November, and this tracking number led to someone receiving it in Delaware. I'm in Indiana. So I knew that was kind of, well fudgery, right? So Thanksgiving night, I go upstairs in my mother-in-law's house and I go call eBay customer support. I didn't think I'd have too much luck since it was after hours on a Thanksgiving night, but I thought, why not try? So I did get eBay customer support on the line. They agreed and noticed that it was a bogus tracking number. They told me that they couldn't do really anything about it until there was an escalation December the 4th. Well, I'm recording this on the 3rd, right, of December. So that, okay, what have you, whatever, right? So it was just about a day or so later, they closed the case. They rewarded me, of course, my money through eBay Money Back Guarantee. And they said it would be pending on my card that I used within 3 to 5 days. Well, today I noticed on my card that I did receive my money back and the case is closed. So, yeah, I'm going to have to find another Christmas present to replace the one that I thought I was going to get. But that's okay. I can move on from there. But, yeah, so the good news is I did get my money back for some scamming seller that tried to scam me. And, again, they're out there, right? We all know that. So that is the update on that. Also wanted to share with you guys something. What do you think? Last night I was looking at the eBay dashboard and I noticed that eBay's been playing around with not the shipping label, so to speak, but the shipping area. So when you get ready to ship a package, for a minute there, it started to look a little funky. And I thought, well, what's going on here? This doesn't look like the way I see it when I ship packages. Because usually I can choose whether I want to choose ground advantage, priority mail, etc. And this looks really basic to me. And so I saw a little link on the right-hand side, and it said, if you'd like, go to advanced shipping. And I thought, okay, I don't understand that, but let's see what it looks like. And when I clicked advanced shipping, voila, it went back to the old-fashioned eBay way of how we look at it when we go to ship labels. So I was like, well, is this a thing? I don't know if this is a new thing or not. Well, I noticed in the Facebook groups that, yes, people are a little upset because eBay has been playing with the way the shipping label layout looks like. And a lot of people are not liking it. They want it to go back to what they call the advanced shipping so they can have that freedom instead of this basic thing. So let me ask you this and let me know in the comments below. Do you like it the new way where it says basic shipping? Or do you like it the old-fashioned way where it says advanced shipping and you can kind of choose what service you want to use, etc.? Let me know in the comments below. I want to hear your feedback on that. So Daren and I talked about it. We're going to, because we have so many items that have went out in the last 4 or 5 days, I'm just going to basically do this in parts. So I'm going to tell you what had sold today on the Godfather eBay, because there's a lot of that on honorable mentions. And then maybe in the next day or two, we can go over what sold on Madcap Toys Plus, Poshmark, McCarty, and kind of speed it up a little bit on more on what the Godfather had, because there's a lot here. So I'm going to do what we did in the last couple videos. I'm going to post the picture next to my head here and let you see it while I'm talking. That way you guys know exactly what's going on and what was sold and get to see all that lovely good stuff. Maybe one day I'll be like Lonnie Honeycutt and have it to where you can kind of see the sold price, the shipping, etc. But right now, I'm just now figuring out how to put the picture to the screen. So I'm getting there, guys. I really am getting there. So let's look up eBay, the Godfather. And like I said, he has been like the brunt of all of it. Just selling, of course. And then, of course, mine had picked up a little bit. Poshmark's been helping out some. Macari seems to be the one that's kind of dragging its tail. It did provide a few sales, but it's just not cutting it the way it did last year and the year before when it was kind of like the secondary. Now it almost seems like it's almost the 4th out of the 4 sites that we do sale on, which is kind of sad. So let's hope maybe next year that it starts to pick up. Hopefully it will. So we're going to go to the paid and shipped here. And again, I will post pictures next to me as I read them off to you so that way you can see it. The very first one was a 1951 S Silver Ben Franklin Memorial $50, which was average circulated. And this coin went out to Dale. Hi, Dale. Thank you so much. And it sold for $19.98 plus shipping to boot. Thank you so much, Dale, for that. And then next up on the Godfather site, from the Turtle Tote, we sold a 2015 Playmates Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder action figure. And I had to make sure that that action figure was the right one, because little did I know, the ones of the different years, like the 2003 and what have you, they're all seemingly a little bit different. Some are more chunkier, some are more skinnier. So this was the only 2015 that we had. This one went out to Jason. Hi, Jason. Thank you so much. And it sold for $5. And then next up, from our down south buy that we did, where we bought a bunch of wonderful, nice cars, die-cast cars, was the Johnny Lightning Pennsylvania Avenue 1959 Cadillac Eldorado convertible. And Victor took advantage of the 25% off coupon Daren had in November. And this car sold for $14.98. And then moving ahead, found on Patent Shelf 1, we sold a DC Comics Batman Croc Takedown action figure set. And this sold to Matthew. Hi, Matthew. Thank you so much. And it sold for $29.99 plus ship. Very, very good. And then from our yard sale buy, we sold a 1999 Frosty the Snowman Magician Professor Hinkle. He is so cool. And Dustin took advantage of the 25% discount from November. And he sold for $10.95. Really, really good, because again, I think we only paid about $1 per plush at that time, so really did good. And then next up, we sold the Real Ghostbusters Kenner Fearsome Flush action figure, found in the shed, of course. And Bridget, hey Bridget, you took advantage of the 25% off coupon in November. That's Daren in the background, guys. And the action figure sold for $11.98. So we took a little bit of a hit there, but we did have some of these in mass that we did on a retail arbitrage, so it was a reissue, not the original. So we wanted just to move product there. And then next from our pallet buys, we sold a Fuzzy Baba's Men's Low-Cut Sock Red Plaid Buffalo Check Size Large Extra Large. Christopher took advantage of the 25% off coupon. And this sold for $9.99 plus ship, and it's a sellout. So I don't have any more of those that I know of. Haven't seen any in the death pile, so that is a complete sellout. And then next up, we had a 2000 Mattel Hot Wheels Diora number 2. Very vintagey. I think we've had this since the 90s, actually. It's been a long, long time. And Janet took advantage of the 25% off coupon found in on the table in the shed, and it sold for $4.98 plus ship. And then Daren sold another coin, a 1969 Silver Kennedy Memorial $50 proof. Was found in the Daren coin box. Steve took advantage of the November 25% off coupon. And it sold for $15.98 plus ship. Very nice. And then this started happening. I actually did a sellout with these. Sold both within less than a week. This is the Pets Alive Fifi, the Flossing Sloth, dancing battery-powered robotic toy by Zuru. This was found on Jordan's Shelf 2. And this sloth was 25% off as well. Sold to Kristen. Hi, Kristen. Thank you so much. For $29.99. Very, very nice. And then it keeps on coming, guys. So, and then next up we had La La Loopsy, Little's 10th Anniversary Rain E Sky Doll with Cloud Pet. And Alex took advantage of the 25% off coupon, and they already gave us good feedback. They loved it. They didn't know if they'd like the shipping at first, but man, they saw how fast it got there. They were super excited about it and gave us a very nice positive feedback. That item sold for $17.98 plus ship. And then I had a Matthew buy in bulk some garland. So from our pallet buy from Wonder Shop, our Target pallet, we got some beaded garland in nice bright red, shimmery red. So Matthew bought 5 of these, sets of these. I think I have 7 more of these left, 7 packages. And he took advantage of the 25% off coupon. And it sold for $29.90. And I did really good because I put these all in somehow a 6x6x6, and it worked beautifully. It was a little bit heavy, but the shipping was paid for and it worked out beautifully. So can't complain there. And then this next one, this is where it kind of got to where, okay, this one sold on the 29th of November, so we're getting there. And then we sold Minions, The Rise of Gru Tiny Toot Fart Firing Blaster Toy. Wow. This was found on River Shelf 4, and Chrissy took advantage of the 25% off coupon. And this toy sold for $11.99 plus ship. Very, very good buy. That was from a retail arbitrage. And then next up, and this was recently found a few days ago. This is from our yard sale buy with media. We bought all kinds of media. 1985 RCA Corporation Box Greatest Hits. It was a cassette. Found on the media shelf, going out to James. Hi, James. Thank you so much. And this sold for $5.24. And we're almost catching up. Now we're on the 30th of November. Then Nicholas bought the 1996 Trendmasters Battlestar Galactica Cylon Commander. That's the gold variant. And of course, the demo didn't work because, it was from 1996. So the battery is long gone there. Found on the Atom 2 shelf. Again, Nicholas purchased this for $14, which is amazing because we've had this for a while. I think we had it in our store for like $19.99. So they took advantage of an offer and we were ready to move that. And then from our Lego line, Desiree took advantage of a 25% off coupon. This is the Lego DC Batman Classic TV Series Batmobile. 345 pieces. And this sold for $63.99 plus ship. Legos are not cheap for sure. And then next up, Linda took advantage of the 29% off coupon and bought a Playskool Blue Lullaby Glowworm toy. And this sold for $18.97 plus ship. I'm kind of glad to move that. Not because it's a bad thing, and it still worked very well. But a lot of people would write me and ask me what songs they play. Well, unfortunately, the package wouldn't tell you the songs. And just for listening to the glowworm itself, it didn't kind of give me any clues what it is. So in all honesty, I'm kind of glad that one's kind of moved out of here because it caused so many questions at one time. All right, and then next up, we sold back to coins again, 1959, 90% silver Ben Franklin $half mint BU, and that it was, found on the coin album 1. And this coin sold for $69.98, sold to Kimberly. Hi, Kimberly, and she took advantage of the 29% off coupon. So I haven't caught you guys up yet, but starting in December, The Godfather, the Madcap Toys site, is offering 29% off select items. So if you guys are on there and are following our store, check it out. 29% off is pretty cool on some things where some of the prices have already been dropped. So you can't beat that at all. And let's see. So this basically comes up for yesterday's. I guess we could go on to yesterday's. Couldn't we, Darren?
Yeah.
Let's go on to yesterday's because I haven't even talked to you about what went out today, but I'll do that next time, maybe with talking about, like I said, Madcap Toys plus Poshmark and Mercari. And then next up, right on the first, we sold to Michael another Fifi the Sloth dancing battery-powered robotic toy by Zuru. Michael took advantage of the 29% off coupon. Sellout, right? And it sold for $29.99 plus ship. And then next up, we sold to Don. He also took advantage of a 29% off coupon. And we sold the 2024 Godzilla vs. Kong, the New Empire. Kong vs. Scar King exclusive figure. Found in the shed and sold for $39.98 plus ship. Then we're getting into video games. So Darren had bought some random video games from a big media buy over the summer. This one was found on the media shelf, going out to Aaron. Hi, Aaron. This is B.O.B. or Bob, basically, from Super Nintendo video game. And the video game sold for $12.71. So got a little bit of an offer there. And then from the Alien collection, we sold the Colonial Marines vs. Aliens Xenomorph Swarm action figure set found on Darren's Shelf 4. Paul took advantage of the 29% off coupon. A lot of coupon. Coupon seems to be the key. And Paul, thank you so much for being a repeat buyer. We appreciate you very much. And it sold for $29.99 plus ship. And then lastly, we sold a Vault Greatest Hits by Def Leppard CD from 1995. Also was purchased with the big media buy that we bought back in the summer. Found in the DVD case in the shed. Going out to James. Hi, James. Thank you so much. Going out to you. And sold for $5.99 plus. He was too late. Shipping to boot. Okay, going out to you guys. Already went out to most of you all in the AM. Again, we have, this doesn't even include what I sold on Madcap Toys Plus, Poshmark, Mercari, and it does not include today's sales at all. So today's sales alone were 6 sales on The Godfather, and then we had a couple on Poshmark and then one on Mercari. So,
and you're doing that video before 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
So we've got a long day.
Think about it. So 6 items there, plus 2, 3. So 9 items today alone that we'll have to talk about at a later date. But yeah, we did some selling, and it was kind of cool because we kind of kept the phone at bay a little bit. You know, when you're downstairs with family, you're eating, you're having a good time conversing with people you haven't talked to in a while. But you can kind of, in the distance, you feel that little hum with your phone, that little cha-ching, and it was kind of good when Thanksgiving was done, people started to go home. You could kind of peek and see all that was happening then. I will mention Black Friday seemed a little bit slower than we liked. We still made sales, but it kind of was like that. And I've heard from across the board that was like that with others too. Don't know what was going on. Well, we do know what's going on. It's eBay, but you know how that goes. But yeah, so a little bit slower than we would have liked. But all in all, we did pretty good, and we're continuing on doing what we do. And you're coming over.
I'm coming over.
He's coming over.
I'm going to be in.
Did you eat your hot dogs?
I did eat my hot dogs.
Good. I
had 3 of them. I was hungry. It's been all day.
Oh my God.
We've been running back and forth. First thing we did, I had to get out this morning and sort of mess with the driveway. Not a lot, but Kathy was busy getting phone calls early in the morning, and we was just doing the everyday life that you have to do. But we had some things before we could even get started.
That's true.
So, when we went in there, we finally arrived at the bank and at the post office. They was having somewhat of a dead space, but at the same time, you'd have groups of people come in and go out. So it's like 3 here, 5 there, and so on. Kathy, when she went to the bank, for example, was in there. There was at least 15 people that went in before her and came out before her.
Yeah.
And then she come out. There was 3 or 4 people right before she got out that had left the building. But things are humming. But here's the thing that I was going to talk to you about. Our Thanksgiving was great.
It was
we did
great.
good. We had good sales on Thanksgiving. I'm not going to say great sales, but good sales. I think we had up to that point like 13, 14, 15 to go out on that time.
Right.
Friday was sort of blah for us.
It was.
I think we may have had 5 items on Friday or 6.
That's terrible. We usually come out with 10 to 12 or more.
Now, guys, also keep in mind when I'm telling you these numbers, I'm going from midnight the past day to basically 5 o'clock that afternoon. But on that evening, if you counted everything that came through the day, we may have got up to 7 or 8 on that day. Trying to go through the numbers in my head. Saturday wasn't too bad. I think we did another 9 or 10. And then, like you've seen, Kathy's been doing it. We've had a total of that period of time. I think we was backed up to about 30 plus items, maybe 40-ish items at the high end. And that's counting all sites. Kathy's going to try to show you each and every item or tell you. I think she's going to talk about them first and edit the video and put pictures with them as she can.
Best.
Right,
yes.
babe?
Yeah, I'm going to do my best.
Well, she'll do her best. She does a good job, right?
Thank you.
But no, it's been a busy year, and we're up currently. If you look at our numbers, I don't know all the ifs, ands, and buts because it goes up and it goes down. We're up like 19.9%, which is not good. That's not good. We usually have been up to, at one point when things were done right, we had our highest up of ever. We was up 485% one year. And that was in the summer, guys. Right. In the summer. Then eBay started fluffing with their site. Yeah. Our numbers went down and down and down. We had probably 2 months of this year that we was down as low as 60%. Compared to the year before because our sales had dropped that much. We have finally in the last several months been back on anywhere from 10% up to I'm going to say 45% and change. So the sales are higher than last year or last month, but I'm still not impressed because to me, usually Kathy and I are dead exhausted and we are getting tired here and there, but it's basically because when we're allowed to make sales, we're making the sales that time.
Right.
And everybody's like, hey, can you find this? Can you get this out as of here and now? Guys, we're going to try our best. But, if you, buy it at midnight our time, it ain't going out till the next day.
No, if it's in the middle of the night, it's not going to come out at 8 a.m. in the morning. I mean, that's crazy.
Right. And we truly want you guys to get your items and we'll do all we can. But, at the same time, please keep in mind, and I know other sellers are the same way, there is time variance in our country and regions. Yes, so just because you're buying at 3 o'clock don't mean it's 3 o'clock here.
Right.
Okay? Keep that in mind no matter who you're buying from. I've had people in Hawaii say, well, it's only 4 o'clock here. Well, I'm sorry, guy. I'm not in Hawaii and not in Oahu or whatever. We're back here in... where are we currently? Spencer, right?
Midwest Indiana, where the snow falls.
And it's just that way. When it's midnight here, guys, we pretty much have wrapped it. We've worked till 2 in the morning. I'm not going to do that every day.
Pajamas, and we
have doing it every day.
Over 8,000 items on one site alone, not including the little teeny site like mine that's nearing 1,000 items. If you say you buy a CD or something small, we would have to, trot over to the shed or have you to go look for.
Plus, also, we try to keep the thing as warm as humanly possible. I gotta get myself in that camera, don't I? So people see I'm talking. I'm not invisible. I know I'm sideways. There I am. But no, I mean. So just keep in mind, we're going to do our best, and 99.9% of you guys will have no problems.
Right.
If there is a problem, it's with the post office.
Right. And we've been doing pretty good with that so far.
Good, and we've got one of the best postmasters in our local area that you can ask for. I've dealt with some all over the place. Yeah. I used to have to go out. We'd get such big orders when we push it big time that we'd have to go to 3 or 4 post offices and deal with postmasters in 4 areas in 4 towns
Right.
because they couldn't handle them all. We'd go to Olytic, Indiana, drop off 50 items there. We'd go to Springville, Indiana, drop off 50
We
to
go
100
from
items there.
post office to post office. It was
We
crazy.
killed Debbie. I mean, we killed
literally
Debbie,
killed
literally.
Debbie.
And
Sorry, Debbie.
then, yeah, we apologize, but we appreciate your work.
Yeah.
We really do. We would go from that. We'd go to Needmore. We'd go from there. We'd go to where was the fourth one? Once in a while, Bedford. I hated. Yeah, we did Olytic. Jill's uncle. We did Debbie. Voca. We did a Voca. Can't remember that lady's name. And we did once in a blue moon. If it got really bad, we'd go to Bedford. But Bedford was more of a headache, and I'd just rather wait for another day.
Yeah, it was too much back then. But I love the sales, though. That was good.
I did.
That was
But
good.
we would get so many, and we would have to have 3 boys, and once in a while somebody else help us out.
Right.
And guys, it was great.
Yeah,
And you know,
was.
you don't want to do a whole lot of complaining because you never know when it's gone, right? But I mean,
Correct.
you live for today, and you either live tomorrow or you die. That's the way it goes.
True.
You just move on and figure out something new.
That's
about all
right.
you
And
got
we're
to
just thankful. But like I said, if it's midnight, 1, 2 in the morning, we're going to be asleep. There's no
Yeah.
way we're going to be able to find that item to have that the very next day. That's why we have a 2-3 business day handling.
Well, we're a little light on crew right now.
Very.
Some days I can pick up a helper like Jordan, maybe. But Jordan's working so much, it's hard to get him right now.
Right.
Caitlin's doing her thing. It's hard to get her. And I mean,
Right.
she's got a life. We got 2 grandkids there she deals with all the time.
Yeah.
Justin is really busy. I mean,
Yeah.
right now, I mean, we have odds and ends. And once in a blue moon, you might get help from Adam if he's around or what have you, or even Amanda or what have you. But you know, it's these guys have their lives, and you got to let them live them, and you know, you don't want to interfere with them. And if you're not able to pay them full time all the time, that's just the way life is. You have to develop and go. We've got friends that'll help out once in a while, and they'd love to help out more, but you know, if you don't need them all the time, you don't want to have them, right?
That's right, exactly. So, but yeah, that's
What you
basically it, you know, guys. So I will try to get more of these kind of videos up. Like, again, we're still waiting on that SanDisk adapters. Once I get them, I will show a couple of older videos, may throw them on a weekend that you can see them. But we hope to get back in the toy barn soon as we get those SanDisk adapters in. So I'm going to let you be. But I want to let you know that we are still here. We're still live. We're still doing great. We're still going strong. And we'll put up some more videos soon. But until next time, guys, bye-bye.
Bye bye, everyone.